Today we'll be doing Casual Quadrant. Freeland. A while back, Kim and Robert wanted some privacy away from the hustle and bustle of the crowded city. They got the urge to run some at a creche with tall oak trees and a stream running through it. They also wanted privacy. They found a 20-acre parcel priced $75,000. The seller was willing to take 10% down and carry the balance at 10% interest. It was a fair transaction. The problem was that it violated the rule on debt that Rich Dad taught Robert, which was be careful when you take on debt. If you take on debt personally, make sure it's small. If you take on large debt, make sure someone else pays for it. They passed on the $5,000 piece of land and one for a property that made more sense. To Robert, $75,000 was a lot of that, because their cash flow would have looked like the next diagram. So, balance sheet, assets, notes and liabilities, $75,000 mortgage, and then income statement, expenses, interest. Oh. And remember Rich Dad's rule. If you take on debt and risk, then you should be paid. Well, in this transaction, Robert would have taken on both the debt and risk, and he was the one paying for it. 5 months later, they found the piece of land for $115,000. That was even more beautiful. It was some 87 acres, tall oak trees with a stream, and it had a house. Robert offered the seller a price to be in Robert's terms, which he did. To make a long story short, he spent a few dollars fixing the house and sold the house and sold the house 30 acres for $250,000. Wait, I think I might have skipped one. So if we would give him my turn. To make a long story short, they spent a few dollars fixing the house and sold the house and 30 acres for $215,000. So I didn't skip line. Using the same idea of low down payment, easily monthly payments, but they kept 57 acres for themselves. This is what the transaction looked like on Robert's balance sheet. So, balance sheet. Let me see. Okay, assets $215,000, and then liabilities $115,000. The new owner was thrilled because it was a beautiful home and was able to buy it for almost nothing down. As an aside, he also bought, which allowed him. We also bought it. A serious company for his corporate retreat for his employees, which allowed him to depreciate the purchase price as a company asset, deduct the maintenance cost, and deduct interest payments. His interest payments more than paid for Robert's interest payments. A few years later, he sold some of his company stock and paid off the loan to Robert, and Robert in turn paid off, so the debt was gone. With the extra $100,000 profit Robert made, Robert was able to pay the taxes on the gain, the land, and the house. The net result was $0 to $15,000 profit after taxes and 57 acres of gorgeous land. It's like being paid for all you want. Today, Robert's balance sheet from that one transaction looks like this. Balance sheet. Assets, 27 acres land, $15,000 each. $50,000 cash. So basically, so that I don't really get how to put it, but I don't have an explanation of it because it's all confusing to me. Because remember, I'm just 9. probably like some of what I read, but I can't have like a lesson or anything like that. So basically, so like Robert and his wife, they want to like buy something, but then like I remember something he learned from his rich dad, and when they were buying like the gauge or something like that. Like there's like something you learned from what rich dad, and it didn't fit with that because when they were going to buy it, it didn't fit like this dad. But then they found another one and it worked. Like because like one was rich dad's like lessons, like rules. So really, I don't get it, but I guess that should sum it up. Anyways, also before this video ends, as the kids, I'll kiss from mom dad apartment description. It's how my mom lived from 0 to 50 apartments, 7 years. So yeah, nice. It's room and it's run by. So yeah, like subscribe. Bye.